Welcome back everyone to my Give Me God of War walkthrough guide, and in this video there's going to be one boss fight, there's going to be one very hard fight, and then there's going to be a couple of those in-between fights. So this video is going to be a very hard one to get through, and this one's going to have a lot of fights, but I am going to show you how to get through them. Alrighty, we are going to move on to the first fight.
I have words if you would hear them.
Speak then.
This anger you feel for your brother, I know it well.
You have a brother?
His name was Deimos. When we were boys, he was taken by two gods obsessed with prophecy. The gods of my homeland seldom left survivors, so by the time I learned he had lived, it was too late for amends. His anger poisoned him against me. But I never stopped loving my brother.
You think my anger is irrational? You've known Freyr for mere moments, and already you're taking his side?
I am not taking his...
No. You're just sharing your thoughts on a subject you know nothing about. An ancient!
Alrighty, so starting with fight number one, there's going to be a Frost Ancient. I would not consider this a boss, I just consider this one of those like mini bosses. So as you see here, I get 3 of them out, I throw 3 at him, and then I grab him instantly. This is how I basically get him to pretty much 1 HP almost instantly. This Ancient is very easy to kill. This is not one of the hard fights, this isn't one of the very hard fights. This fight is very easy actually. So you just want to obviously focus the Frost Ancient because he has the lowest HP, and he will be probably the easiest to kill based on his amount of health compared to the others. And then you're just onto the enemies that are going to try and forcefully jump on you. So you can either just let them jump on you because they don't really do enough damage to kill you unless if they actually hit you, but their grab cannot kill you, and if they grab you and you're able to break out, it is an insta-kill. So you can let them jump on you if you want to. It's whatever you prefer. But this is a very easy fight. The Ancient is not super easy, but when the Ancient isn't there, that fight is very easy. So you're gonna see here, whenever I get low and there's like rages on the ground that I could break, like the rage stones, you are gonna see me swap to Valor to get my health back, and then break the rage stones. So you don't have to do the same, but if you are low like I am, you definitely do want to do the same thing. And yeah, that is it for this fight. So up ahead, there's going to be another fight, but this is also a pretty easy fight because it has a stem that you can hit with your axe, which basically kills all of them almost instantly. So we are going to move on to that fight, which is right here. So you're going to see right here, you could just use the stem right here, kill basically both of them instantly, and then there's going to be another tree for the second wave of enemies that spawn in. So you see here, I'm just attacking this guy right now, up until these 2 enemies come up to me, and then I see that the tree's right there. So once they all come towards you, all 4 of these, there should be 5, but I did kill one. Then you want to use the tree, and that's it. This is a very simple fight as long as you use those 2 items to your advantage. and we are going to move on to the next fight.
Everyone is so eager to advise me, as if any of you know me or what I need. The biggest loss in my life is due to you saving me when I specifically told you not to. Well, it was my family, my mess. I know Baldur wasn't perfect, but he was mine.
I know.
You know? You think you can even begin to understand the pain of losing a child?
Yes, I do.
There was another. Before Atreus?
Her name was Calliope.
Calliope. What happened?
It was long ago.
Never mind. I shouldn't have asked.
Moving on to the next fight here. This is going to be a hard fight, but I am going to teach you how to get through this in, I don't know if I would say it's the easiest way possible, but it is a pretty simple way to get through this. So you just want to start by just killing these two enemies that are in front of you. Just focus on these two. Don't worry about any of the other enemies. There are enemies on the other side, I'm pretty sure, but as long as you don't alert them, you should be good. But once you kill these two enemies, oh no, okay, no, they don't actually spawn over there, so it looks like they actually spawn in after you kill those two, which would be this enemy with the shield. So you would normally have to break the enemy's defense with, you know, double tap L1. The reason why I didn't have to is because I was using the, what is it, the Leviathan Axe attack, which was the Blessings of the Frost. So since I was using that, it basically allowed me to break the shield for free. So you're going to see me activate it right here again. You're going to see me using this one a lot and the one on the Blades of Chaos a lot. Mainly this one. This one is very strong when you activate it, but it is kind of challenging to activate because sometimes you have to... The only way to activate it is if you don't get hit. Alrighty, so now we're going to move on to this little mini boss here. You want to use the stem right here to break off his little fire shield that he has. And then you just want to go to town on this bull. Your best bet is... Did I say bull? My bad. I think that's an elk. So, sorry about that. Your best bet is to stay far whenever he's doing his... He's going to do an AoE fire attack around him. And you want to stay far for that. You're going to see this unblockable when you are far. And you're going to have to just dodge left to right. It's very simple. So you're going to see the fire attack. He should do it in... I think he does it when I get him down to half HP. But I can be mistaken that he probably does it at any time. It just depends on if you're close to him or not. So he will do that bull rush attack if you are too far. But you can easily just parry it if you want. And that's the AoE fire attack on the floor. So like I said, you do want to watch out for that. You can get close to him, get a couple of hits. But as soon as he's about to do that fire attack on the floor, you do want to back up, because you will lose a lot of HP if you do decide to stand in it. And you just want to try and build up your axe like I did, and as soon as I built up the axe, he basically died instantly. And yeah, that is it for this one. And we are going to move on to the next fight.
We need to get to that watchtower. We'll have to go through the valley, this way.
I know your son's story. You should know my daughter's. In the service of a cruel god, I was tricked into destroying a village. not knowing my own wife and child were there until their blood stained my hands. I swore revenge.
That's... I can't imagine.
I paid back their blood 1,000 times and burned Olympus to the ground. Yet, the guilt remained. Perhaps you will kill me, Freya. But it will bring you no peace.
Perhaps it is not peace I seek. All those times I found you, why'd you refuse to fight this?
Every outcome would mean defeat.
What does that mean?
I have never wished you harm, Freya. You helped us. You saved Atreus when he was sick. I did not wish to live with killing you, any more than I wished to die.
I see. You hear that? Noken! And so close to the village! Their song makes their allies invulnerable! They will not let you pass unless you destroy them all!
Okay, so going on to this fight, this is just, I'm pretty sure it's just these two enemies actually, so for this one you just want to freeze the axe guy, mainly him because he is the most annoying. That you don't have to do that, that's just what I recommend. And you just want to start attacking the axe guy while he's frozen, and then you just have this guy left, which is very easy. You just want to, you can use the left stick forward, X and R2 attack. It's probably the best thing that you see me doing a lot in this video. And yeah, that's honestly it. It's just those two enemies, so that one's very easy, very simple. And let's go on to the next one.
My village. I hardly recognize it. I used to play hide and seek with Freya in the halls. We'd spend afternoons stealing honey bread from the Grand Hall. At harvest time, we'd dance and feast until the sun rose. It was all so simple. Why did I have to be reminded of all this? The Grand Hall. It's in ruin.
May Freya never waver.
The other half is missing. May she protect us always. An old adage, if you will. I hear them inside. Get ready to clear them out.
Alrighty, so this is where we're gonna start the very hard fight. So this fight should last about 4 to 5 minutes. It is very, very challenging. They send a lot of enemies at you, and they are all Bifrost enemies, so getting hit by even a single one will hurt you very badly. So, if you decide to go to the left, like I did, you will have 3 of these enemies showing up on you, and there will be 1 archer trying to shoot at you from across the map, but usually she does miss. I don't think she can hit you from there, but I would advise you not to risk it, and if you see her shooting a projectile at you, just block it. Alrighty, so moving on to these guys. If they're one-on-one, just try and hit them with the heavy attack, send them flying in the air so that they can't, so that they're not able to attack back. If there's multiple enemies, you just want to have all of them in front of you. So as you're seeing here, I have 1 in front, 1 behind, which sucks really badly. And then I have a 3rd one right here, which is also a ranged enemy. So you basically, for most of these fights, and what I do, which is what I'm going to explain to you right now, is I build the Blessings of the Frost attack, which you have to build by not getting hit. And if you get hit, you will lose all of the progress on it. So just try to build that, and if you have every enemy in front of you, and you are able to build it, then that's when you go to town, and you want to use the left stick forward plus X, and then you have to hit R1, which will allow you to do a spin sweep attack with the axe, which is very strong with that blessings, because depending on how fast the swing is, that is how many waves will come out of the axe within the time limit. And there's no way for you to increase the time limit, at least not my knowledge. I don't think you can. But I know that you can increase damage of combos and stuff. I know you can do that. But other than that, I don't think there's really a way to increase the amount. So you're going to find this armored enemy. He is pretty challenging. You just want to parry his attacks if he ever comes up with the unblockables, and other than that, he's pretty easy. I would say that you try to save him for last and kill the other enemies first. The only reason why I killed him first was because everyone was in front of me, and the only person that was anywhere close to me was him, so I was just hitting him. And this, I'm pretty sure, marks the end of this fight. There is a lot of enemies here, and you do want to just try to keep them all in front of you, or keep the ranged enemies really far away where they can't hit you. And this is going to be a very hard fight, so just make sure that you're ready for it, and you will most likely be able to get through it very easily, as long as you do it in that exact way where you can have every enemy in front of you and you're not being cornered. Alrighty, that is it, so let's move on to the next fight.
At night, we made our way home, alone, or were food for wolves. That is how Spartans are made.
These plants behave similarly to the scorn holes we found in the foothills of Midgard ages ago. Well, considering how Spartans are made, it's no wonder you turned out as you did. Your fate was sealed from the start.
Fate can be overcome.
I used to think so. When the Norns told me of my son's fate, I thought I could change it. You know well how that worked out.
The Norns, the fates of these lands.
That's right. You defy prophecy at your own peril.
Atreus would agree with you about prophecy. He rushes blindly to a fate the giants foretold. Disappears for 2 days, trying to prove he is their champion, fabled to fight at Ragnarok.
What? I know all the Ragnarok prophecies. There's no champion of the giants.
It is one glow concealed. Because of this champion, the realms are saved at Ragnarok. Only Asgard falls, and Odin with it.
So all this time, Odin's obsession with every detail of Ragnarok, he's been missing a crucial piece. Ha! Well done, bro.
Atreus will not be a pawn of prophecy.
You still stand against fate, even with victory foretold.
I will not march my son to war. He is no Spartan. I would keep it that way.
You would speak to me of protecting your child? Is my tragedy not enough of a lesson? Fighting fate is a waste of the precious time we're given to spend with them. You never know when someone will come along and cut it short. You can probably use those islands to get a better angle on the torch, no? Let's not waste any more time. Come on. Use your blade to swing the torch to the other side. Let's cross the bridge now. How can you, of anyone alive, be squeamish about war? After all the cost.
I have seen enough war to know the cost.
After the price I paid to end one? Look around you, Kratos. See what happens when you don't fight a true evil. That's one of Odin's captains. Be ready.
Okay, so going on to the boss fight here, you're gonna see that the end of this video is not too far away. I actually killed this guy very quickly. Kill him within 2 minutes. So, this is basically how I did it. So, he's gonna have one unblockable attack, where he's gonna try and hit you, and most of his attacks are going to be blockables. He has, I think, 2 unblockables, and he has 2 parryable attacks. So he has one that's an AoE that you have to watch out for, and then he obviously has the one that's a guard break, which you have to do. You have to guard break his block that he has. So this is the other slam attack. You just want to dodge back for it. There's this guard break here, which I thankfully dodged under, or else I would have I think I would have died if I didn't dodge under that. So as you see here, I had the Blessings of the Frost active. I hit him multiple times, and then I activated him when he got stunned. That's basically how I killed him very quickly. So right here you see me hit him with this, with the shield hit, and then I hit him with the the Leviathan Axe Light attack, and then I hit him with the Blade Light attack, and that is how I killed him in very quick timing. I actually killed him in what was under 2 minutes, because the end of the video was not as soon as I killed him. There's actually an extra minute left, and that is it. So that is the final fight in this video, and also the only boss fight. There's the boss fight with the Frost Ancient, or my bad, not the Frost, whichever Ancient it was at the start of the video, but like I said, I don't really count him as a boss. He was more of a mini boss to me. So right here, you're just going to see me buy a Blade perk, which is for the Spinning Chaos attack. This is my basically favorite attack. That's why you see me using it so much, is because I was trying to level it up so that I could get the buff for it. So this is basically going to make it better. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, of course, if you're not using it too much. Whatever you decide. Alrighty, that is it. And I think I buy one more thing, which is the Spartan range. Yep. Alrighty, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.